Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Mine, it means a lot. You guys keep clicking. If you guys keep clicking, I'll keep making. Today, we are going to do a great video. So I remember when I was first starting to be a Survivor fan, I looked up on you. Okay, maybe there's a YouTube community, and I found it. But the first thing I found was a video by a popular YouTuber that does like breakdowns and kind of hot takes, I guess you could say, in pop culture. And she decided to dabble in Survivor. She definitely picked the wrong fan base to disrespect with this video called "Why Survivor is Totally Fake." Proof that Survivor is totally fake. It's absolutely hilarious. The entire video is a shit show, and I'm gonna be here to just absolutely embarrass this woman in front of her kids and husband. I mean, so yeah, so I'm just gonna debunk this video, and we'll go through.
Survivor is the original reality competition show, the one that started a movement that would change the television landscape forever. The series, which strands contestants in the wild while they compete for a $1 million prize, puts its players through starvation, terrible climates, sleepless nights, and more, making it one of the...
Okay, hold on. You forgot to mention, like, the one big thing, like the social, political, strategical, the other, like, 2/3 of the game you forgot to mention. Of course, you know, this is the classic casual outlook. Oh my, it's about... Isn't that like the show that's like Naked and Afraid? Oh my god, like oh my, and then you try to tell them that it's actually like a really complex like socio-political game, and they just like start falling asleep. And it seems like this lady did not do her research before making this video at all.
Most difficult reality shows around. However, there are elements of Survivor that aren't as real as they seem on TV, such as...
Okay. Fair warning. If listening to dumb and uneducated commentary gives you seizures, I would seriously consider getting off this video now before it goes to a dark place.
As costumed cast. It's allegedly written into the contestants' contracts that the show can decide what they wear. For example, winner John Cochran's sweater vest from his first appearance on Survivor has become iconic, but the self-admitted nerd says he never actually wore sweater vests before being cast, and the producers talked him into it by noting that Justin Timberlake wears them. Contestant Candace Woodcock confirmed the wardrobe rumors as well, saying, "They pretty much choose what they want you to wear. If you don't send them what they want, they make you go out and get it." Cochran claimed he was intentionally styled to be a nerd, and Woodcock said the crew wanted her to appear more athletic, so she was ordered to wear a sports bra.
Oh my god, what a travesty. They can't pick the exact article of clothing that they want to wear? Maybe that's for branding reasons, but no, it's because Survivor's fake. It's definitely because of that. Continue with your bullshit.
Take a load off. Anyone who's watched Survivor has seen the shots of contestants walking up to a challenge or tribal council with walking sticks and packs. According to longtime reality TV journalist and critic Andy Denhart, contestants don't actually trek on foot from place to place. Instead, they are transported in vehicles off camera and then kept in a waiting area until it's time to go out and film. The competitors are reportedly not allowed to speak to each other during this time. This means they're often forced to simmer and have to wait to confront each other instead of working out their issues off camera.
Okay, so like getting serious, the reason that they do this is actually because Tina and Colby in the second season of Survivor flipped or talked about flipping and basically decided to flip based on information and based on a conversation that happened on the way to tribal in Australian Outback. And so ever since then, they've had them like locked down and transported them and had producers there to like make sure that that they couldn't talk. Yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty reasonable. This doesn't mean Survivor's fake. This just means that they want things on camera. I mean, obviously, it's given us a bunch. I guarantee you, if lockdown wasn't a thing, we wouldn't have half of the good moments that we would have had, because it would have been off camera. Trust me, this is 100% necessary.
Prep time aplenty. Before each televised challenge, host Jeff Probst gives a brief explanation of the event, and then contestants appear to dive right into the competition. However, there's actually much more that competitors have to do before they begin the challenge. After the film TV instructions, Probst and the crew reportedly walk each tribe through the event in detail to show them exactly how it will go down, allowing the tribes time to ask questions and strategize during that time, something you don't see in the final edit.
Are you stupid? Do you really think that when Jeff's like, okay, first you're gonna go through this obstacle, then you go to head, and then you're gonna take a key and you're gonna unlock all these slots, and then you're gonna do this thing? You think they just go and do the challenge? They haven't seen any of it. They'd be blind. The challenge would not look good on TV, and we would be very, very mad as a community if they didn't know what they were doing and they looked like 3-year-olds doing the challenge. It would be funny, but it wouldn't be very, very good TV. I mean, this is pretty obvious that this needs to happen, and I have no problem with it happening off camera because we have much more to get to during the episode.
Condensed Council. In the televised episodes, the typical tribal council appears to last around 10 minutes, but in reality, they usually last for at least an hour and include a long list of questions from Probst on a wide variety of topics, according to former contestants and a former cameraman in Reddit AMAs.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point, is that he asks a bunch of questions, and because he's not in the game himself, he doesn't know the answers to all those questions, and therefore he doesn't know which questions will get him the best answers. And so he has to ask a bunch of questions, and then hopefully, like, one of the questions hits. He basically just throws a bunch of darts and hopes that one of them hits a bullseye, and usually it does. That's why it's still on for 40 seasons. This is ridiculous.
Apparently, much of the tribal council ends up being boring and irrelevant, so all that dull footage gets tossed before the episode airs. Another potentially fake element of the tribal council? The contestants walk to the council, which is sometimes filmed more than once to ensure the shot is dramatic enough.
Just saying, I have yet to hear a reason why Survivor itself, the show, is fake. If your best reason is that they film them walking up to tribal council and they may tell them to go back and do it again, I think you know what argument I'm going to make here.
Secret assistance. Past contestants have ditched that there were times when producers helped them get some much-needed food or fire. Contestant Erin Lobdell says while she competed on Exile Island in Survivor to canteens.
What did you just say? Tocantines? That sounds like a foreign name or something.
A camera operator lit a fire for her with a lighter. Kelly Goldsmith of Survivor Africa says her tribe was given matches, while Mookie Lee of Survivor Fiji revealed that a fire apparently lit by a pair of glasses was actually ignited by a lighter.
Again, all individual hearsay, not backed up by anybody from their cast. Notice how there's nobody from the same cast. There's no two people from one cast that are agreeing with each other and saying, yeah, the other person's right. It's because it's untrue. Or they're just not backed up by facts. I mean, you would think if something like this happened, multiple people from a cast would step in.
Contestant coaching. Yes, Survivor contestants do have to hunt, fish, and find their own food in the wild. But according to a former cameraman, contestants are given a book upon their arrival on the island with helpful information such as what plants can be eaten, what the native animal and fish species are, and tips for good hygiene. However, most contestants reportedly never even open that book, so when they're unable to find food, that may very well be their own fault.
Again, yet to hear a reason why the show is fake. A book that tells you what's poisonous, what's not poisonous, and what you can hunt is not saying Survivor's fake. That's saying that they get a book, which you even said they don't use. Bullshit.
Camera crew clues. The camera crews know when to follow contestants for a secret meeting or when competitors are headed in the direction of an immunity idol. This can have an effect on the game, according to that same ex-cameraman who puts it this way. The smart ones will get away one at a time and rendezvous. Rarely do we miss those events. It is up to them to be stealthy. The more savvy ones will tip us off that they are having a meeting and ensure they have a smooth cover.
Again, these are unavoidable and par for the course circumstances and instances of just things that'll happen when you have cameras following people in a game in which certain things are in certain spots.
Practice makes perfect. The speeches jurors give at the final tribal council range from boring and predictable to explosive and shocking, depending on how bitter the juror is feeling about his or her exile. According to former contestant Corinne Kaplan, juror speeches are written in advance and rehearsed for producers before they're delivered. She says the producers freaked out after hearing her speech, and Probst said, "Please don't change a single word of that." Kaplan says she didn't because she had it precisely memorized.
But terrible takes and unmatched ignorance over at Nikki Swift's channel. But thank you guys so much for watching. 76% of you guys who are watching this video aren't subscribed. Let's change that. It's easy and it's free. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of this year. We can do it. It's easy. Let's get there. And thank you for watching.